Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers, and this is NE245, and this is Module 12, and we're going to be creating a character run cycle. This one is actually a lot of fun to do. We're going to have a lot of compressions, so make sure you get those overlapping follow-through and overlapping animation on the feet, the head, the spine, and the arms and hands. Those are going to be key because you have a lot of compression, a lot of things going on with the run cycle. So this will be fun, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get the go into Module 12 and get the Module 12 startup file. I want you to use this file because I got everything set up for you. The reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of you are like going on your own and trying to do a run cycle on your own without a reference, and the reason why I'm setting everything up for you is because I don't want you to do that. You're gonna have time to experiment and create your own animation in Module 14 and 15, so start thinking about what you want to do, your animated short. So we'll talk about that later in class, but probably next week. About what we're going to be doing and what I expect you guys to do in 14 and 15. You might want to start working on actually figuring out your, because you're going to have to create storyboards for your animated short. How long is it going to be? That's really up to you, but I would recommend keeping it between, I would say 300 frames to 1,000 frames, let's say. And that should give you enough time to work out just a short skit, a short gag, and have fun. That's what we're looking for. All right, so look ahead on that. I'm gonna have to have it. You're gonna have to act it out. You're gonna have to storyboard it, act it out, and then create it. So if you want to get started on that right away, you probably should. All right. Well, we're going to start. You basically kind of want to look through what we have up here, kind of go through everything under the lesson content. Just takes you through the run mechanics. I've got some real running, and there's a breakdown. It's kind of interesting on a long distance runner. I thought that was really neat, so I put that up there so you guys can look at that. Mechanics of running is you could probably animate this frame by frame, like basically straight ahead animation. And straight ahead animation, you can glitch it, so we're not going to do frame by frame. But what we are going to do, I have to read all that, and this just talks about different types of runs and stuff like that. The one we're going to focus on, of course, is the one down here, and I've got that actually in the project file that you're going to download, and you're going to be animating your main keyframes on 1.3 because you want to let Maya create the in-betweens. I'm not saying you're not going to clean it up, but this will keep your animation from looking jittery. Okay, if you were to do straight ahead animation, you would probably find yourself seeing a lot of glitching going on. It wouldn't be fluid. So with something fast moving, I recommend skipping a frame, and so we're going to do 1, so you're going to do pose, and then go to frame 3, pose, go to frame 5, pose, go to frame 7, unpose. And that's how I want you to kind of handle that. And then from there you can do, work on the in-betweens, work on the polishing it up. After you get the block out, see how the block out and timing looks to you. If you think it's too fast, you can slow it down by adding more keyframes. But we'll see how it turns out. And I'm excited to see what you guys do. So let's go ahead and go into Maya. So make sure you unzip the file and then place it on your hard drive or your computer at home. And it should have everything in it. So when you open it up, you just go to File, set your project, and set the project file folder, and then go to File, Open. It's the only one in there. And again, don't forget we're going to be sending it as an MA file. Okay, so you're going to be saving that as well. So if you don't see the file, make sure you set your file open to my ASCII. It's probably going to go ahead and set it to my binary. You're going to have to change that to my ASCII to see it. Okay, so if you don't see it, so you just need to do that. Set it to ASCII. Okay, and then click on it, open it up, and you should see something like that. So I got a 2-panel setup, and I think it's good to have because this will let you be able to select your controllers just like we have been. Again, you can go to quick select sets, and you can set up your custom shelf. So you can create a custom shelf and set it up in here if you want to. You can set it up where the animation is, your animation shelf. So I've got them all set up here. If you don't see them under animation and they don't open up, then feel free to go into and create a custom shelf. We've got a custom shelf here, and just go to select and just start with the first one with all controls, and then you can go to create, and you can go to sets, quick select set, and you can click on, you can type in whatever you want, just all controllers, and then add to shelf. So I'll just do that real quick so you can get an understanding. CTRL, and then add to shelf, and it should add it right there. And you can go ahead and do the rest of them. So you can click off again. You can go to select, quick select sets, and then you can click on the left arm and do the same. Just follow the same. Just repeat the same directions that I just did, and you can fill that shelf up to having all your quick select sets set up. I think the hands are the biggest ones that you probably want to get in there. The arms aren't so bad. You only got like 3 controllers there for that. So it's the hands that become kind of an issue and a problem. Okay, so set up all controls and the hands for sure, right and left hand, and then you're good to go. All right, mine are showing up. Hopefully yours does too. But just to go to animation, you see all of them. You can see I got the hands in here too. So you can get those all, just click on it, and that will help you set up stuff easily and quickly. All right. So the next step you want to do is just start doing your key poses. Run the animation after you get 1, 3, 5, and 7 done. Run the animation, see how it looks, and then realize that you've got to repeat that process from 7 to 14. So 1 to 7, 7 to 14. And you'll just go through the process. So when you're on 7, you would do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then of course the last one, 1 and 14. 1 will be copied over to 14. And then to get the loop to loop properly, for the animation to cycle properly, you'll either have to take away 14 or frame 1. You can't have frame 14 and frame 1. So once you get those set up properly, you'll just pull this up if you want to and start at frame 2, or you can pull this down right here to frame 13 and run it, so it should loop perfectly. If you have both frames 1 and 14, of course you're going to have a hold, because you'll have 2 frames of the same thing. All right, it'll seem like it glitches a little bit. So to get a nice full loop, you'll pull back either 1 or 14. Okay, with that said, I wish you the best of luck, and let me know if you have any issues or problems. You guys have done this enough. Go into the graph editor, make sure you polish your work, make sure you do follow through and overlapping animation on the feet, the hands and the wrists and the head and the spine, because you've got a lot of compression here. Okay, so you're going to have some offsetting of the overlapping animation on the head. Make sure you understand the arcs. Make sure the arcs are in the arms. Make sure the arcs are in the feet. Make sure you use motion trail. I know some of you guys were complaining that it doesn't work. I don't know if it's just your graphics card or your computer that's having issues with that. But anyway, just keep that in mind, that you can still use, that I would use motion trail so you can see the arcs and make sure you have those arcs in there. Okay. All right, great. You can also look at the ghost selected, ghosting, and we've got unghost. So there's a lot of cool things you can do here. So enjoy and have fun, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with the run cycle. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.